In this video, we unravel a scenario where the awe-inspiring aurora borealis, typically a natural spectacle, is suspected to have been artificially manufactured. Accompanying this startling revelation are simultaneous reports of unidentified flying objects in the same regions, weaving a complex tapestry of intrigue and mystery. Through our discussion, we will dissect the potential technologies that could mimic this celestial phenomenon, probe into the motivations for such an endeavor, and consider the wide-ranging implications it holds for our trust in scientific data and our interpretation of the natural world. Join us as we seek clarity and answers to these bewildering events. The question of authenticity arose when auroral activity, typically predictable to some extent by scientists monitoring solar winds and geomagnetic fields, began occurring in unusual patterns and locations. These anomalies triggered discussions among atmospheric scientists, leading to a deeper investigation into the recent displays. The turning point came when a whistleblower, an insider with credible knowledge of atmospheric technologies, came forward with a bold claim. The auroras were not just a natural phenomenon, but enhanced, or even entirely fabricated, by advanced technology not previously disclosed to the public. The technology in question, according to the whistleblower, involves the use of a high-altitude satellite array capable of emitting charged particles into the Earth's upper atmosphere, mimicking the natural process that creates the aurora. The motives behind such a manipulation remain unclear, but possibilities range from scientific experimentation to more unsettling reasons, like military testing or public distraction. To understand how someone could potentially fabricate an aurora, it's essential to grasp the basic mechanics behind the natural phenomenon. Under normal circumstances, the aurora borealis occurs when particles ejected by the sun, such as electrons and protons, collide with gases like oxygen and nitrogen in Earth's atmosphere. This collision releases energy in the form of light, which we see as colorful, shimmering waves across the sky. The alleged technology mirrors this natural process, but utilizes a man-made source: satellites equipped with the capability to emit similar particles into the atmosphere, thereby creating an artificial aurora. The implications of such technology are profound. Access to this type of satellite array would likely be restricted to entities with significant resources and a vested interest in high-altitude atmospheric phenomena, such as government bodies or private aerospace firms. The ability to generate an artificial aurora could have applications in fields ranging from telecommunications to defense, potentially offering a strategic advantage or a means of testing new aerospace technologies. However, the ethical and environmental implications of deploying such technology are equally significant, raising questions about the regulation and transparency of human interventions in natural systems. The revelation of a potentially fake aurora and the advanced technology behind it sparked a wide range of responses from the public. On social media platforms, hashtags like #FakeAurora and #UFO sightings began trending, with people sharing their thoughts, theories, and personal experiences related to unusual sky phenomena. While some expressed amazement and curiosity about the technological capabilities, others felt betrayed or concerned about the implications of such a manipulation. The public's reaction was not monolithic. It varied greatly based on individual beliefs about government transparency and scientific intervention. Skeptics dismissed the whistleblower's claims as another conspiracy theory, whereas others saw it as plausible, citing historical instances where the public was kept in the dark about large-scale projects or experiments. This division only intensified as more people joined the discussion, highlighting a broader mistrust in institutions and the information they provide. News outlets picked up the story, with debates and interviews adding to the growing speculation about the truth behind the aurora and what it might mean for the future of scientific and governmental integrity. As the debate over the authenticity of the aurora continued, another layer of complexity was added with reports of unidentified flying objects in the same regions where the artificial auroras were most prominent. These sightings were reported by people from various walks of life, including night sky photographers, amateur astronomers, and even a few commercial airline pilots who described seeing unexplainable lights and erratic movements that did not match typical aircraft behaviors. These reports typically included descriptions of sudden bright lights, unusual patterns of movement, and changes in color that did not correspond with known aircraft or natural atmospheric phenomena. The overlap in timing and location between these UFO sightings and the suspected artificial auroras led to speculation that the two were connected. Some proposed that the UFOs might actually be part of the technology test, possibly drones or other aerial technologies used to monitor or even create the light displays. In response to growing public unrest and the flood of UFO sightings, various government bodies and scientific institutions were compelled to address the situation. Initially, official statements were dismissive of both the claims of artificial auroras and the related UFO reports, attributing them to atmospheric anomalies or misidentifications of celestial events like meteor showers. As more evidence came to light through both amateur and official channels, some agencies began to take a more investigative approach. A few scientific institutions, typically those with a focus on atmospheric sciences or aerospace, launched independent investigations to determine the validity of the claims. These efforts were aimed at understanding whether the reported phenomena were indeed artificial, and if so, how they were created. Simultaneously, there was a noticeable increase in calls for transparency from the public, pressuring officials to disclose information about any activities involving advanced atmospheric technologies or experiments that could explain both the auroras and the UFO sightings. This push for openness made it clear that the public's trust was shaken, and a satisfactory explanation was necessary to restore confidence in the institutions responsible for monitoring and managing airspace and atmospheric phenomena. As the investigations into the artificial auroras and UFO sightings progressed, various conspiracy theories began to circulate. These theories ranged from the plausible to the fantastical. Some people believed that the technology used to create the auroras was also involved in a broader scheme to control or manipulate public perception and awareness, possibly as a form of psychological testing or social engineering. Others speculated about extraterrestrial involvement, suggesting that the government might be in contact with alien beings or trying to reverse engineer alien technology. These theories were fueled by historical precedents where governments had conducted experiments or operations in secrecy, only for the truth to be revealed years later. Online forums and social media platforms became hotbeds for such discussions, with communities dissecting available data, sharing their personal observations, and connecting dots in ways that sometimes strayed far from the available evidence. While these theories often lacked concrete proof, they significantly impacted public sentiment, creating a climate of distrust and curiosity. The societal impact of the fake Aurora allegations and subsequent UFO sightings was profound and multifaceted. On a broad scale, these events stirred a global discussion about the boundaries of scientific exploration and the ethical implications of using technology to alter natural phenomena. This dialogue extended into classrooms, public forums, and policy discussions, raising critical questions about the governance of science and who gets to decide what is acceptable in the manipulation of our environment. Locally, communities closest to the sightings experienced a surge in tourism, with people flocking to see the next occurrence of the auroras or catch a glimpse of a UFO. This influx brought economic benefits, but also challenges, such as increased traffic and the need for enhanced public safety measures. Additionally, the events sparked a renewed interest in astronomy and atmospheric science among the public, leading to a rise in amateur stargazing and scientific education efforts. On a more personal level, the sense of wonder and the thrill of the unknown led many to reconsider their perspectives on life and the universe. Families and communities often found themselves in deep discussions about the implications of such technologies and the existence of life beyond Earth, fostering a sense of community and shared human experience in facing the mysteries of the cosmos. As public interest surged and the clamor for answers grew louder, more organized efforts to investigate the auroras and UFO sightings began to take shape. A coalition of independent researchers, academic institutions, and curious amateurs formed, pooling resources and expertise to look into the phenomena. These groups used a range of methods from satellite imagery analysis to field reports to gather more data. Their findings started to paint a complex picture. Some evidence suggested that the lights could indeed be traced back to specific high-tech equipment, though conclusive links to any known organization or government project remained elusive. Meanwhile, analyses of UFO sightings suggested that at least some reports could be attributed to drones or other human-made aerial devices, possibly related to the same tests that created the artificial auroras. These revelations did not provide all the answers, but opened new avenues for questioning and exploration. The investigative groups made their findings public through online platforms, press conferences, and community meetings, ensuring that the information was accessible to all. This transparency helped to alleviate some public concerns, but also sparked further debate about the need for oversight and regulation of experimental technologies. While we are at the end of this video, we reflect on the journey of discovery that began with a simple anomaly in the night sky. The events surrounding the fake aurora and UFO sightings have touched on numerous aspects of human life, from our trust in institutions to our curiosity about the unknown. While not all questions have been answered, the dialogue that has emerged is a testament to the enduring human desire to understand and influence our environment. This story also serves as a reminder of the importance of critical thinking and the need for vigilance in questioning the sources and uses of technology. As we move forward, it is crucial that society maintains a balance between innovation and ethical responsibility, ensuring that advancements serve the greater good and are communicated transparently. We invite you to continue the conversation. What are your thoughts on the possibility of artificial auroras? How do you think such technologies should be regulated? Share your views and experiences, and let's keep the dialogue open as we navigate these intriguing and often challenging waters together.